it makes you wonder. Candace Owens is the host of Candace. We're always delighted to have her on our show. She joins us now. Candace, thanks so much for coming on. So, I mean, I guess they can tell you they love you, but if they're encouraging you to smoke more crack, maybe they're lying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that the Biden administration loves Black America and cares about the health and well-being. All you have to do to be healthy in Joe Biden's America is stay at home, lock your doors, avoid sunlight, mask your children. When you step outside, let it only be to get 5 vaccines and maybe do a smash and grab crime, and then on your way back home, grab a government-sponsored crack pipe. I don't know why people think that Joe Biden doesn't care about the lives of the average Americans and Black Americans. It's so clear by the way he's running things that he actually cares. You know, it's pointedly ridiculous that this is going on, and it's sad to hear him explain how easy it is to get drugs, because we all know this is going on, and they're pretending that it's not. They're actually mocking us and pretending that we're being dramatic and discussing how horrible the lives have gotten for the average Americans, but especially those living in inner cities, as you touched on, you know, a couple of weeks ago. And Jen Psaki saying, oh, it's not happening, it's just a Fox News conspiracy theory. Anybody that's telling you that we don't care about your health, they're conspiracy theorists. In fact, we're going to fact check them and deplatform them. But the bigger thing here is that Joe Biden is not the mastermind of this plan. I mean, Joe Biden is not even a mind in this plan. He has no idea what's going on. Somebody points a direction and he goes, right? And so you have to take a look at who's actually sponsoring this. And of course, it's some George Soros NGOs that are saying this is what we need. And this is something that needs to be said. Every time you look at what is happening in the Black community, you look at who is sponsoring it, the name George Soros keeps coming up. I think it's clear that in America today, the most racist and effective man at being racist in America is George Soros, bar none. He's the district attorneys. He's got them under lock and key, telling them to release criminals in the Black community. He's got Black Lives Matter burning down his money behind Black Lives Matter and those riots. He's got politicians on his arm telling them to defund the police, getting them behind these initiatives. Who is this harming at the end of the day? Black America. But nobody has the courage to call this out. The Biden administration is they're just puppets, right? They do what they're told. Why does this person have this much power to go after inner cities and the communities, and Black Americans are suffering and nothing is being done? No one is calling this out.
It's so transparently hateful. I mean, you're a mother. If you had a child who was struggling with drug abuse, and a lot of Americans face this, it's really sad and tough, would you give the kid needles and a crack pipe and say, look, if you're going to do it safely in your bedroom? I mean, would you? No, you'd have to hate your kids to do something like that.
Absolutely. Of course you hate your kids. And that's what it really comes down to, is that you're seeing this system over and over and over again. They like the fact that Black Americans are at the bottom of society. They like the fact that Black Americans are uninformed. They like the fact that they have drug dealers, and you have these people that are basically government dependents for the rest of their lives. And unfortunately now, what we're talking about now, these crises, it's extending amongst the racists, right? It's not even just Black America anymore. The person that you just showed is a white American. They're all drug addicts. They're all dependent on the government, and the government is happy to give them whatever they want so long as they stay at the bottom of society, needing government. And that is what this administration is all about, removing power from the individual and transferring it to the government.
Right. If you can't think clearly, and it's not just drug addiction, it's drug use. I mean, if your head is muddled, you're not independent, you're not really free. Free people can think clearly, and anybody who wants you to think less clearly is trying to enslave you, obviously. It's pretty simple.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you coming on, always. Candace Owens, thank you.